Welcome, everyone, to the webinar Addressing the Needs of High-Performing Students Through High-Quality Online Education. First, I would like to introduce ourselves. Shaheer Ahmad Khan is a principal of the Spirit of Math Virtual Campus. He has had many years in education. And I am Kim Langen, the CEO and co-founder of Spirit of Math. Today, we will be going through a number of items, sharing with you our experiences educating high-performing students and educating students online. As early as 2006, we have been working with students online. To start, in about 2006, I started with a small group of kids. One child with allergies that were so bad that he couldn't leave his house, another child who moved from Toronto to India, and two kids who resided in the US. And I personally taught our program to these kids for 6 years. During that time, I used Skype and an online learning management system as an aid. It allowed us to experiment and see if it would be possible to run a class online. In 2020, when COVID hit, Spirit of Math during spring break converted its entire 870 classes with just over 11,000 students to an online platform with many of the same ideas that had been used in the pilot testing. Not only was that a technology feat, but a feat in training educators and teachers to use the online platform. Because of our intensive teacher training for in-person, many of the teaching skills were transferable, and during the months of online learning, our teachers shared a huge amount with each other, allowing us to learn quickly and adjust just as fast. Since then, we have been working with over 600 students each year online and would like to share with you our experiences. Since the 1980s, we have been working with gifted and high-performing students, and Spirit of Math has been developed with the high-performing student in mind. This is important because these students need a different type of curriculum that is not found in regular textbooks. This is because they process information differently and require different types of questions. Having worked with students in an online setting, we would like to discuss the different types of online learning available to students these days and the benefits and challenges of opting for online learning. While online learning has been widely researched during the last 2 decades, during COVID-19, its prominence increased exponentially. Today, we would like to share with you some insights about online learning options available so that you as parents can make better decisions for your children's education. Let's first look at why people choose online learning. Here are some of the reasons. Flexibility and convenience. It allows students to attend a program at home. Parents don't have to get home in time to drive their child to the program. Number 2, collaboration with others not geographically close to you. It provides an opportunity to learn and hear the ideas from kids from other areas of the country and the world. Personalized education. Much of the online drive has come from people looking for personalized education. This is more important for those kids who are seeking extra help to keep up with what they are doing and therefore to provide specific type of tutoring to address a specific need. Also, it is for those who are looking for specialized education like Spirit of Math. Individualized learning. Learning at your own pace once again, is good for those looking for personalized education, but it does not address the bigger skills of working and learning with others, nor does it allow the exponential learning that happens when a person is working with a group. Develops technical skills. Online learning allows students to learn how to work well with the computer and all the technology. They also learn how to communicate well online. It offers students the ability to join into a world-class program that is not offered in person in an area close to you. For example, we have several students attending Spirit of Math from the USA, Europe, Asia, and the Middle East.
In recent years, education has been impacted by artificial intelligence, which has increased options available to learners worldwide. I would like to take a few moments to touch on some of these advancements and how they're adding new options to the world of online education. Most of you have heard about ChatGPT, the infamous artificially intelligent chatbot that gives human-like responses to different kinds of prompts and questions posed to it. You can ask it to solve math problems, write poetry, generate job applications, and even write essays and research papers. This has worried a lot of educators and parents, as students can use this tool to cheat on homework assignments and even exams. Needless to say, it has sparked many debates on how to appropriately use and control the misuse of AI-powered tools in education. Companies like Khan Academy and Synthesis School are going one step further to use the same technology to create artificially intelligent tutors. While more work is needed to make them truly magical, as mentioned by Salman Khan, the founder of Khan Academy, they are already offering a lot of advanced features. For example, interacting with these tutors feels quite realistic. They aren't just robotic tools that answer student questions, but instead have begun employing pedagogical techniques like questioning to pull ideas from the students in a very human-like fashion. They also learn from the student and alter their approach based on their interactions, becoming super personalized in terms of catering to the individual needs of the student being tutored. These AI tutors are on a fast track to become easily accessible to all learners with an internet connection, no matter where they are in the world. While this is an incredible advancement in the world of education, particularly one-on-one tutoring, it does have one major disadvantage, which is that getting a highly personalized, efficient, and intelligent tutor results in the student learning in isolation and without chances to learn cooperatively and avail all the benefits that come with it. This is a drawback that's bigger than what most people realize. We will talk a bit more about this later in this presentation.
Now let's look at the common online learning challenges faced by students and parents. In independent online learning, we have seen students who can move up the grades very quickly, but miss those topics that they find hard or that they just don't want to do. These missing topics are critical to study as they provide students with a much rounder education and allow them to integrate ideas from one topic to another. Number 2, student interaction with peers and with the teacher are non-existent when a child learns from a one-on-one tutor. They are also very limited in many online classes that cater to a group of students. Not all educators have quite figured out how to incorporate group work and make their classes interactive in meaningful ways that truly advance a child's skills. In many online classes, particularly where there are multiple students, teachers are not able to keep an eye on what children are writing in their notebooks. They can therefore be fairly disconnected with how each student is following along with the lesson. And consequently, the teacher is not able to adjust in a timely manner to the needs of the students because they just didn't realize the need was there. If a child needs an extra attention in an online class, teachers may not be able to provide that while being in a call with all the students at the same time. Sometimes teachers may not be able to make their lessons as exciting and engaging as in-person classes, resulting in students slipping into the background, not paying enough attention, and not learning as much. Students in online classes may not receive the same frequency and quality of feedback on their work as they would when they submit their assignments on paper in person for marking. So now we will discuss the ways in which Spirit of Math has effectively addressed these challenges to create high-quality learning environments for online students. To ensure that students develop solid skills in our virtual classes, we have made sure that our program's key elements are incorporated in online classes as well. As experts in education, incorporating all these elements, the drills, the core curriculum, problem solving, and our collaborative group work, Each element is important to us and to our students. Not only do we want our students to develop the skills to do math, but also to be able to think mathematically. Students develop fluency and automaticity of number facts through drills, delve deeper into concepts and broader ideas through our core curriculum, and work on problem-solving assignments regularly. More importantly, we have figured out unique and effective ways to incorporate collaborative group work to ensure that students develop skills that go well beyond math to help them in all aspects of their academic and personal lives. How have we done this? Let's look at some of the ways this is implemented.
Cameras and microphones are mandatory in each class. Teachers and assistant teachers can see students all the time. Students are asked to unmute and participate in class as frequently as possible. All students get to speak in every class, sharing their ideas, answering questions, and discussing problem solving. This can be in front of the entire class and in small groups as well. Teachers guide students on how to lead effective group discussions in breakout rooms. Teachers and assistant teachers consistently ensure that students don't slip into the background. Participation in class is monitored and tracked. Teachers spread questions around the class to engage all students. The chat box is constantly monitored by the assistant teacher or teacher. And sometimes exciting polls are conducted in the chat to check in with students to see if they're following along, and also to conduct quick formative assessments at times. In addition to the presentations built into our curriculum, teachers frequently invite different students to explain their ideas and approaches with the entire class, at times requesting them to present their work in front of the entire class. This can be done by spotlighting the students and them holding up their notebook on camera, or by dictating to the teacher step by step their approach to a problem. The teacher can then write it on the screen for others to see and comment on. Here is a short clip of students working on a question together. This highlights the type of discussions that happen during group work in our online classes.
It's like a big circle.
No, I don't think. Yeah,
Yeah.
I did not do that.
Yeah,
So when
circles. Yeah.
When you're doing
So
when you're
you
doing
have to
the
circle it.
brackets, yeah, when
So,
you're
like-
doing the brackets, you circle every time there's either like a plus or a minus, and you circle it before like the plus or the minus.
Yeah. Yeah. So that you don't
Oh.
get confused. Yeah, that's the whole point of order of operations.
So maybe I can spotlight you, Ruhan. Do you want to show that again very quickly for him to see? Here we go.
So this would be one.
Okay, so you. All right, before the negative, you would circle it.
Yeah,
a
before
number.
before each
Okay.
side. Before each side. So every time it's a division or a multiplication, just continue the circle. But
And then
if you hit an addition or subtraction sign,
then
stop the circle, and then do another one.
Okay, thank you.
It may seem like that they're just discussing the correct way to solve the question, but consistent opportunities like this one you just saw develop a wide range of skills and competencies that simply cannot be gained through one-on-one tutoring or by studying from a highly intelligent AI tutor, at least as of now. The cooperation, teamwork skills, listening skills, the connection with peers, the confidence to share ideas, the micro-learning, all bring tremendous educational benefits. In many online classes, teachers are not able to keep track of how students are progressing during a lesson very well and keep a check on the notes that they are taking. At Spirit of Math, teachers often ask students to hold up their work on camera to quickly check on their progress. The students' ability to see each other's work fosters higher engagement and accountability. It also validates their efforts. These checks help teachers keep a pulse on the student progress and understanding during a lesson. This feedback is important for teachers to make micro adjustments to their lessons on the spot necessary to teach effectively.
A common concern in online classes are that one-on-one individualized attention from the teacher does not happen, as they would be doing by attending an in-person class. At Spirit of Math, we incorporate some teaching strategies that address this concern. Teachers and assistant teachers continuously monitor the chat and videos from student cameras. They respond promptly to student input and are continuously gauging student engagement, adapting their teaching as required to involve any students who may not be participating as expected. As we have discussed before, the questions are spread around the class. This gives every student a chance to unmute and participate. Students are invited to ask questions and present their work as well. Microsoft Teams allows breakout rooms that efficiently split students into groups whenever a teacher desires. These facilitate group work, as you saw in the video earlier. At times, these are used to help a student one-on-one without disturbing the rest of the class. Teachers mark student work regularly and provide personalized feedback. Sometimes, teachers connect with students one-on-one outside of class time to coach them and give additional feedback as well. Parents are informed of their child's progress via email and through phone calls, which are made at least twice a year. Our virtual homework help sessions offer students a chance to connect with their teacher outside of class time to ask questions and get help, enabling further opportunities for focused attention.
A lot of parents worry that online classes are not as engaging as in-person classes. In many cases, that is true. At Spirit of Math, however, we take great care to use appropriate tools and strategies that make teaching engaging for online learners. Even when students are not engaged in group work, the emphasis remains on facilitating discovery through questioning and developing high-level skills. I would like to show you a short video of a lesson on angles that demonstrates some of the approaches used by our teachers. Any guesses what this is about? Yes, Danielle.
It's but the tool over there is measuring angles, and I know what's the angle.
Okay, awesome. So
Yeah.
yes, it is about angles, and it's two rays. Rays are things that have, go on in one direction forever. It's a set of points that go on, and then they have one end point. So it's two rays, which are represented by the arrows, and they're sort of connected and forming an angle. Between these two rays, we're trying to measure what is this angle. What should I do to this protractor to figure this angle out? Yes, Sohan.
You should move it down.
Okay, where do I place it exactly?
Oh, the middle part.
Okay, so you
There.
mean like this?
Yeah.
Okay, how do I start reading this angle? Any ideas?
Mm,
Yes, Cecilia.
where the top line of the angle is, and where you see where that part is pointing.
So this is where the 0 is. That means we're starting our measurement from here, and we're going all the way up here till this point.
It's an acute angle.
It's an acute angle. Very good. So let's talk about acute angles. What are acute angles?
Acute is an angle that's smaller than 90 degrees.
What do you think it is?
28.
28. So you have to count very carefully. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 5, 6, 7, and then 8, because it's 2 away from 30. So that will be 28 degrees. Do you think I can figure out the angle on the outside?
Wait, I was thinking like you flip it like totally upside, or you could just measure the acute angle and then use 360 and take away.
Ooh, that's an interesting idea. So I measured the acute angle. Could you explain what you just said? Why would we use 360 and take away?
Because 360 is if you spin all the way around. Because it's all the way, and if you just like use all the way and take away that what's not the outside, your answer would be what the outside is.
Right. So whatever part of the circle we are missing, that much angle is we just take away from the full circle. What is the final answer? Anybody quickly do that? Yes, Zohan.
359. No, not 359. 339.
339. Okay, does everybody agree?
Agree.
Awesome. Thank you very much, guys. A common concern for parents is that online classes often do not offer the same opportunities for their child to get feedback from the teacher in terms of marked work or otherwise. As at Spirit of Math, students submit their work on Brightspace for marking. Some assignments are auto-marked and feedback is provided automatically. However, we ensure that key assignments are marked by the teacher in the same fashion as they would be for in-person classes. Teachers mark these assignments and give comments and personalized feedback for each student. Most lessons have some time dedicated to take up student questions in front of the entire class. The discussions that result clarify common misconceptions and confusions. We also emphasize correcting mistakes. In some cases, students are asked to submit their corrections for marking. At times, students are asked to rewrite tests as well, until they get to a certain level of mastery. This ensures multiple opportunities for students to receive feedback from the teacher and encourages them to think and rethink their ideas and approaches, ensuring advanced learning and assimilation of concepts. Here is an example of the type of feedback that students receive on their work that is submitted online.
Our mission is the basis for all that we do, to promote cooperation, inspire confidence, and release the genius in every child. Notice that it doesn't say anything about a specific topic. We believe that the outcome should be about the people who have the confidence to attack the most difficult problems, the ability to cooperate with others with humility and compassion, understanding that when two minds come together, a third is created. Once that happens, then a child's potential can be realized and their unique genius released. We'd like to thank you very much for attending this presentation. I hope this has helped you see the different online learning opportunities available and how to look for the ones best for your child's needs. We will be conducting more webinars for you in upcoming presentations. We will dig a bit deeper into the needs of high-performing students and discuss steps parents can take to help them excel. We will also present on how Spirit of Math students perform compared to the standard specified in the Common Core. Please keep an eye out for emails from us on how to sign up for these webinars. To inquire about our programs, please visit spiritofmath.com. You can also email us at info@spiritofmath.com. Thank you very much for your time today. We sincerely hope you have a wonderful day.